Australia gave me everything: safety, structure, rule of law. I'm genuinely grateful. But there is the thing about a golden cage. It is still a cage. There is now over 100 different taxes in Australia. 100. And when you dare to leave, they charge you an exit tax on assets you haven't even sold yet. I'm not leaving because I don't care about that. I'm leaving because I do. What's coming is not a correction. What's coming is a reckoning. I have earned millions. I own properties. I hold an Australian passport. And I'm leaving. Not because I failed. Not because I'm running. Because I understand something now that I cannot unknow. And once you understand what I'm about to show you, I think you will understand the decision. Australia gave me everything: safety, structure, rule of law. I'm genuinely grateful. But there is the thing about a golden cage. It is still a cage. There is now over 100 different taxes in Australia. 100. Income tax, Medicare levy, GST, stamp duty, capital gain tax, payroll tax, fringe benefits, super taxes. 40% of the cost of a new home in my country is tax. A third of every liter of fuel at the pump is excise. And when you dare to leave, they charge you an exit tax on assets you haven't even sold yet, and unrealized gains, money that doesn't exist in your hands. They tax the idea of your freedom. And I need to talk about what is happening right now. Not in theory, in reality. Australia's Strait of Hormuz problem has cut our diesel supply chain. We have 2 frontline warships available. We cannot protect our own shipping lanes. So we are panic importing diesel from the UK, from West Africa, from Oman. Diesel has gone from $1.70 to over $3 a liter. And that doesn't just hurt at the pump. Trucking is this country's supply chain. Everything. Your food, your medication, your building materials. A small operator's weekly fuel bill went from $40,000 to $90,000 overnight. And truck drivers wait 30 to 180 days to be paid. They are being asked to personally finance the movement of Australia's entire economy with money they don't have. 70% of trucking companies say they will be forced to close within 6 months. The federal minister looked at all of this and said, this is merely a price issue, not a supply issue. While the Prime Minister flew to Brunei to secure diesel deals from a Labour government that built its entire identity on renewable energy, that is not leadership. That is a government that has lost the plot. Here is where I have to be honest about my position. I understand the physics of energy, the biology of the body, the chemistry of hormones. I know how to interrupt those loops, how to regulate, how to rebuild. But a normal mom and dad don't. And what's coming for them, the tax pressure, the fuel shock, the supply chain collapse, is going to hit a nervous system with no tools to absorb it. Just a mortgage, 2 jobs, kids on screens because neither parent has bandwidth left to be present, and a government telling them it's a price issue. I'm not leaving because I don't care about that. I'm leaving because I do. People ask me why Bali? Not the Seminyak bar strip, not the Instagram infinity pool. I mean the actual island. The one that exists before the tourists wake up. Bali is the only Hindu island in a nation of 270 million Muslims. They live by Trihita Karana, harmony with the divine, with people, with nature. That's not a retreat concept. That's how they organize their entire civilization. Every morning, before the world opens its eyes, Balinese women are placing kanang sari, small woven offerings, flowers, rice, incense at every threshold, every morning without exception. The incense, frankincense, sandalwood moves through the limbic system. Cortisol drops. The parasympathetic nervous system activates, not as a technique, as a way of life, twice a day, every day. The Subak system, their 1,000-year-old water management, is UNESCO listed because it's the most sophisticated integration of spiritual practice and agriculture on earth. That's Taksu. You can feel it before your mind can explain it. Now, I want to present the real numbers. A lifestyle that cost $15,000 a month in Australia cost 3 to 4,000 in Bali. Same quality, better food, more space, better weather. A 3-bedroom villa with a pool and rice field view, 1,500 to 2,500 US dollars a month. No stamp duty, no land tax, no exit capital gains, no ATO quarterly estimates. And the community, artists, builders, healers, investors, people who looked at the system and chose differently. See, in Australia, you buy a Bentley, someone calls you a dickhead. In Bali, success is celebrated, abundance is sacred, generosity is built into the spiritual framework. This is not anti-Australia. This country gave me everything I needed to become who I am. But I understand something about energy. What happens when you stay in an environment that is contracting? When you are built to expand. You don't grow in that space, you shrink to fit it. I think about the mom and dad watching their grocery bill climbing, watching the trucks slow down, working both jobs just to stay in the same place. They can't make this choice right now. And that breaks my heart. Because the system squeezing them was supposed to protect them. What's coming is not a correction. What's coming is a reckoning. And I would rather be standing on solid ground when it arrives. Somewhere that has seen empires rise and fall for 1,000 years and still placed flowers at the gate the next morning. That kind of resilience is not in a government policy. It's in people. And I'm going to be among them. If this landed somewhere inside you, drop it in the comments. Tell me what you felt, not what you think, what you felt. See you at sunrise.